got everybody looking at JDub like he don't know what he's talking about, man. Look at it. You got the two dudes on the bottom like, huh? What is this man saying? You got this dude looking down at his laptop like, huh? JDub, man. Who let this man in, man? 60 years old, no games podcast. And you got Puerto looking at his tablet like, oh yeah, when is this man gonna end what he's saying, man? Because he ain't making no sense.
Is here for the long haul. And then guess what? I got PS6 coming right at it. They're not going to pivot. They're not going to try to sell me some bullshit. They're not going to try to change my console into... Think about it. Most gamers that have most console gamers, they're gaming on console.
Most gamers gaming on console is playing on console. It's like that African dude when he said... You know, what did he say, son, about the minute? Y'all remember? He said something like this, 60 seconds in a minute or something like that. I forgot, man. What is this dude talking about? What?
Try to sell me some bullshit. They're not going to try to change my console into... Think about it. Most gamers that have most console gamers, they're gaming on console.
Well, thank you, JDub, for telling everybody that most people gaming on console is gaming on a console. Oh, wow. How could anybody know that? Like that is so trivial. This man's a genius.
Not because they can't afford a PC.
They literally shut off the video cam. Hey, yo, JDub, you ain't looking good in all this, man. Look at that. Yo, look at it.
Try to change my console into... Think about it. Most gamers that have most console gamers, they're gaming on console not because...
The dude reached at his camera and shut it off. Hey, yo, come on, man. Look at this. Yo, look at the dude at the bottom. The one that looked like Kiss Smooth, bro. He out here. Look at it. Yo, you can see his finger going to his camera when he turned it off.
Change my console.
Look at this. He's already thinking about it. He's already scratching the termites out of the back of his neck. So he's already thinking about it like, okay, JDub, you doing this again?
Think about it. Most gamers that have consoles...
You can see it in his eyes.
Most console gamers, they're gaming on console not because they can't afford a PC. It's because that's where they prefer to play.
Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Some new revelation that we didn't know about that. Most console gamers play on console.
At this point, right, Nintendo found it very hard to compete with Sony in the console space.
Yo, why is this man even talking, man? Puerto Rock, cut him off, man. He's out here embarrassing y'all 60 years old and no games podcast, man. Who let this dude JDub in, man? We know he buying all y'all video games, Mr. JDub, with all the money that he got in this community, man. No wonder Puerto Rock don't need an Xbox, because all he got to do is depend on the JDub pass, where he buys all his exclusives for him.
Console gaming, that's where, yeah, I own a PC and I own a Switch, but my PlayStation 5 is the best console to have for console gaming, because that's where I do the bulk of my gaming is on the console.
But I mean, you can't say that. I mean, like I said, that is subjective, but what reasons is for that? Like, is it the exclusives? Because if we're talking about benefits, Xbox would be far better, considering that you save money. Regardless if you want to spend more money for the same things, I mean, it is what it is. If that makes you feel better, then by all means. But what justification do you have to say that makes the PS5 far better than the Xbox Series X?
They would have a hard time trying to convince me to go the PC route. That's not why I spent the money. And so it is what it is. That was music to my ears. Nothing changed though. So this was no dramatic, big stuff. This is just Sony doing what they've always done, right? Double down on game.
What do you mean? Putting their games on PC. This is what Sony has always... Yo, JDub, bro. This man is the same dude talking about Final Fantasy 16 so bad on Xbox. Because he out here looking at 22,000 reviews acted as if those are sales, bro. Not everybody buys the game, leaves a review on it. You should know better than that, man. This dude is a joke.
Double down on hardware. Matter of fact, Sony gave us more hardware this generation than any generation ever, right? We got the VR2, the Portal, the DualSense Edge, and the Pro, and all kind of shit.
They're like, yo, what but we ain't benefiting, bruh. Ain't nobody want those products, and on top of it, ain't none of those products as successful as PlayStation 5 with the home console. So whatever you talking about, man, because you PlayStation dudes like to go by numbers, then that means that those were failures, bruh.
right? And then we get the fight stick. We got a fight stick.
Man, we got JDub sounding like an Xbox fanboy talking about how they got more controllers than games. Didn't you guys crap on Xbox dudes for talking about how y'all got more controllers, more accessories, should I say, than video games? And now you got JDub doing it now? Talking about we got more accessories, though?
And guess what? They're probably going to give us even more hardware for the end of the generation.
What more? What do you mean? What more hardware do you need, brother? You're gonna have to buy the other ones on the shelf before you think Sony gonna put out another piece of hardware for you.
Earbuds. We got the in-zone TVs. We got the head.
PlayStation dudes out here talking about accessories is funny because y'all were bashing Xbox dudes during the Xbox One generation for having the most controllers, and now y'all out here doing the same thing, bro. I told you, man. PlayStation fanboys are becoming the new Xbox fanboys. It is what it is.
Sticker. What's going to make it any different?
That's what's everything that's the beauty about it.
That can go. Everything that Microsoft is talking about can already and has been done on PCs for decades.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
How are they able to crumble this shit up and sell it to these guys? And these guys like, oh my god, this is great.
They already did it.
PlayStation games on my Xbox, and it's like,
but they already did it.
But hold on. But ain't y'all the same dudes talking about how you playing Xbox games on PS5 though? And now all of a sudden that the roles have been reversed, knowing that the full slate is coming to the Xbox handheld. Now the tide has turned. Now all of a sudden there's a problem because that's what you PlayStation ponies was bragging about. Right? Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield, right? These are the games y'all want. Forza Horizon. We took the big three Trinity from Xbox. Now Halo Master Chief. These are the propaganda points that y'all were using. And now that you got people flipping it on you, now you guys have a problem with it. Let's hear it again.
Oh my god, this is great.
They already did it.
PlayStation games on my Xbox, and it's like.
But they were doing the same exact thing. Stop the cap, JDub. Y'all were doing the same thing.
But they already did it with the handheld. They already did it. What's the difference in ROG Ally X that they're about to launch? Yeah. They even said the updates coming to every PC handheld. It's
coming to absolutely.
Whether it's Legion Go, MSI Claw, what you currently own. I'm gonna be like, yo, this overpriced piece of shit. I could build you a $900 PC with the same specs. That's what I'm waiting for.
But a $900 PC is not portable though. Bruh, like, you know what, man? The ponies is in full effect, man. You know, instead of it taking it gracefully, taking the L gracefully, they're going to sit there and cap. And what's even more funny, we're going to bring up an old throwback. Y'all remember when Puerto allegedly said he dunked on me? Yeah, we'll bring that up at the end of the video because, like I said, that aged poorly.
I better see Desolate Gary with that same energy.
All that.
Same fucking energy. You better have that same energy.
We watching you.
It's the same stuff, right? They're always telling you what the future is in gaming. But they've been wrong the whole time. They told you Game Pass is the future of gaming, the Netflix of gaming. It's the future. Everybody's going to be doing right. And then when that shit failed, then they moved on.
How is it failing though? Like, matter of fact, the same games that y'all people paying for full price on PlayStation are the same games that are accessed through Game Pass. If Game Pass was failing, that means there would be less and less games going to the catalog.
Onto something else. This is just another way, just like the ROG, Xbox ROG Ally, whatever. Oh, this is the future of gaming. Like the ROG Ally wasn't, like it didn't just fail, right? We talked about this. The Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, the Legion Go, and the Lenovo, whatever, all of that shit, right? The other Lenovo Legion.
Launch it for PC, and then we'll be able to play it. And then when it comes, they're going to buy 22,000 copies in 1 week, okay? They've got a tradition to uphold.
I wish they would have went. I wish they would have had the decency to just die off like Sega, so they can have some, you know, some dignity.
You see, when PlayStation fanboys claim that they like competition in the gaming community, you know, we could already tell that's a lie. I mean, just listen to what JDub said. You know, I wish they could just die off like Sega. Well, I mean, considering what PlayStation is doing right now, even with the competition that Xbox and Nintendo is doing, I don't think I want that happening because they have no motivation to do absolutely nothing for their core audience. And we could tell by the lack of first-party games that they got coming out for the platform.
And just remember the good old days with the 360, you know what I'm saying, with the Boys to Men music playing. I mean, end of the road. But there's a certain level of, right? I think when it comes to live service games and stuff like that, then are they willing to invest on something like that? I think that's that criteria, but I don't think they're going to mess with, there's no indication from Sony that says that
this dude JDub, man, he was capping this whole stream, man. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, man, this whole podcast, this dude was straight up capping, bro, and he's still going at it.
Why are you using
because I know because third party first that don't mean nothing. You have developers that as a team were making great games. And then someone came in and says, hey, this is the new strategy. You're going to do this. They listened. And the next project was totally foobarred because of the new guidance they got. That is not, Sony developers not immune to that. Just because they're Sony, they're not immune to higher up stupid decisions and new direction.
But it's not necessarily stupid because through all those decisions, Helldivers 2 was a success. Stellar Blade going to PC outsold the PlayStation 5 version immediately within the first 2 to 3 days. So that shows you that the more those games succeed on PC, the more PlayStation games we're going to see on it, which also means more PlayStation games coming to the Xbox through Steam.
Guidance, they have to follow it. That's Totoki's their boss. If Totoki tells you, Naughty Dog, I don't give a shit who you are, you're doing this is the methodology, do it. And Naughty Dog could be like, fine. And then when the game fucks up.
16 years. Kudos. Same here. Same here. Same thing. Been married 16 years.
And like I said, I'll tell you guys before. PlayStation fanboys are becoming the new Xbox fanboys. No, I'll say it like this. Xbox fanboys are becoming PC fanboys. PlayStation fanboys are becoming the new Xbox fanboys. And Nintendo fanboys are becoming the new PlayStation fanboys. I told you guys, it goes in this order. You guys don't see it for yourself? Me, I'm just enjoying this until the wheels fall off, but I'm here telling y'all that consoles will cease to exist. I've told y'all. And what's even more funny about this is that you have people like Puerto saying if Sony does day-and-date games on PC, that's exactly where he would switch. Hold on. Let's wait a minute.
I have a feeling now you're going to address all these bullshit problems only because Xbox failed. Now all of a sudden consoles don't matter. What's the point of a next-generation console? Why? Because you're afraid that Xbox not going to make a new console, so now everybody can make one. Here,
you see? Right there. Game still with another W. This was supposed to be a dunk on. Every single point that I said to you end up coming up true. And look at it. Hold on. Let's keep going on.
It never goes day one on PC, meaning straight day one. Day one. Locked and loaded. No issues, no questions. They are fully supporting PC. No different than Microsoft. I'm just going to game on PC.
Then why ain't you gaming on PC? I mean, you heard what he just said? Oh, I'm just going to go straight to PC. And that is where the future of gaming is going. You was wrong, bro. You was wrong.
All them dudes right here that's running to you, congratulating you, I be crushing them, bro. They get crushed. On Twitter, on my channel, they get hemmed up, bro.
In partnership with Asus. It's called the Xbox ROG Ally X. It has Steam installed, and yes, just to be sure, I was able to access my library and install Marvel's Spider-Man.
What are we doing, Puerto Rock? Then go to PC. Go to PC. You just said you go to PC, bruh. Look at that. It's all about exclusives. And look at it. Look what's happening. Your games will be accessed through the Xbox ecosystem. This console war stuff that you people have been fighting for so long has been for no reason. This is why the PC gamers are laughing at you. When you guys want to, why they worried about what's going on? Because they looking at how stupid you people are. Now, if you're just sitting here and playing games on your PS5 or your Xbox or even your Switch 2, I don't think, you get a few of them, but I don't think you realize most of them wouldn't care. But you guys are fighting a war that you've already lost. Then they're gonna go as far as say, well, it was already declared that we was winner before it even happened. Like, bro, stop the excuses. Your games will be accessed through the Xbox handheld. They will probably be more likely accessed through the new Xbox console with the Steam integration. It's done. The console war is over. Nobody cares, bro. Say whatever you want about exclusive this and exclusive that, but Stellar Blade sold far better on PC than it did on your own console. Black Myth Wukong, which was also in your console, sold better on PC. Final Fantasy sold better on... Like, bro, what are we doing? Your games, for some reason, sell better on PC than they do on Sony. Oh, because I forgot. That's right. Because you're too busy playing Xbox games. And like I've said before, Xbox fans are the new PC fans. PlayStation fans are the new Xbox fans. And Nintendo fans are the new PlayStation ones. Talk about game keys and license keys. Like, bro, y'all don't see it? This is exactly what's going on, man. And anybody that wants to argue that point, then you need to argue as to why what I'm saying is not true. Because you know that's exactly what's going on. Even Microsoft is shifting more towards a PC-centric console. More of a PC console hybrid, which that's exactly what the Series X and PS5 are. But they won't be as restrictive as it was before. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, JDub, he took so many L's in that video. You had people shutting off the camera because they were like, yo, this man ain't making no sense. Take care, everybody. Peace out.